Right, for more than 60 years, high school students across the country have been getting an early start in business through the DECA program. John Fistolera joins us right now, Director of Development at DECA. And now, Tracy had been involved in junior achievement. I was not in DECA when I was in high school, but I was in FBLA, another program that's very similar. Are you finding that kids are more interested now than they have been 20 years ago when I was in high school? The same? There's that same level of interest out there?
Well, we've seen some spike amongst our students in different specific competitive events. Really, in this finance area is one of them. But our membership has grown pretty much consistently, about 2 to 3% over the last decade. So, you know, it's positive news.
Well, because kids these days are like having stock picking contests in school, as opposed to, I don't know, we play kickball. Yeah. You know, I mean, I feel like I was such a slacker as a kid, because you hear about what people, but you hear about what they're doing these days, and it's just different. Is it because of, well, the tech bubble started it, everyone was making money, we thought maybe we could bring it to the classrooms, or is it because of the financial crisis now, things are harder? What's the difference these days?
Well, I think that, you know, the financial crisis certainly brings a heightened awareness to the need for career preparation and financial understanding. But, you know, our membership has always, for over 60 years, been career-focused, the kind of student that really is very interested in business and focused on succeeding both while they're in high school and immediately after high school, in college, and then into the workforce. So.
I think when I was in FBLA, I swear I learned shorthand. And so, I mean, you can imagine how even in 20 years, this has changed. You know, the computer here has changed a lot of what we do. Right. But, you know, I mean, people were learning typing and shorthand and stuff like that. And so technology must play a big role in how you must evolve.
Absolutely. DECA works with over 60 internationally and nationally recognized brands to develop not so much a curriculum, but to identify skill sets and standards that they say are contemporary, relevant, and necessary for students to succeed in the workforce. And we then, you know, take those standards and push them down to our 5,000 teachers across the U.S., Canada, Mexico, and Germany, and say, teach how you're going to teach. But these are the skills that students need to execute on. And then we come back with an application learning process. Either they're working as part of their classroom experience, or they're going through one of our simulation activities in their classroom, or they're running a school store. I don't know if you remember the school store on our campus. DECA chapters across the country run those school stores as actual learning laboratories.
Okay, now I have to ask the question that every parent needs to know.
Sure. If
my kid's in DECA, does he or she have a better, like, you know, shot in college? Does that look like a really good thing to the admissions board?
Well, amongst our business partners are a number of colleges and universities, and they recruit from DECA, number one, because our students are highly focused, highly motivated, and really focused on what they want to get out of their college education. So
I would have never been a member, by the way.
And through their involvement, and this is key for parents, each year through our national competitions, because that's our third point, classroom learning, application, then competition, DECA gives to our members over $10 million of cash prizes and scholarships.
John, how do you market to kids? Because school's out, you either got a DECA meeting, or you can go play sports, you can go hang out and do whatever. How do you convince kids that have no clue what they want to do, have no motivation? This is what you need to do.
Right. Well, you know, we really leave that to the local level, the teacher and the students. And, you know, success breeds success. So they see their peer group, they have jobs, they know where they want to go to college, they're getting scholarships, they're traveling across the country to DECA's competitions, they're meeting kids from around the world. I mean, that's powerful sales tools for our teachers and chapter members.
I have to ask, though, and a lot of our viewers are writing in saying, why can't we just let our kids be kids? And I do think there is an element, and again, it's different from when we were younger. There's a lot of pressure on these kids to get it right. You know, by sophomore year of high school, they're already thinking about college and what they're going to do, how they're going to major. I changed my major, and my mother has the gray hair to prove it, 5 times in college. So how do you, I mean, Is this fair to these kids?
Absolutely. I mean, absolutely. We're not.
That means I'm going to have gray hair very early, is what you're saying.
Well, no, to be a member of DECA, you're actually enrolled in a marketing education on your school campus. So you're just taking a regular class at high school. We're not forcing anybody into anything extra.
Right.
And then, you know, we think our students have a better idea about what they're going to major in once they get to college, but they may change it. The driving point is that they're more focused and serious about going to college, finishing their degree, and, you know, succeeding in their career once they finish college.
Plus, it's competition. It's fun. It's not like you're going to get reeded at the end of the competition if you lose, you know? I mean, that's the point. If you lose in the real world, you lose. You could lose a lot. Unless, of course, you have the government there to bail you out, and then you don't lose anything. But you have to learn. It does teach you real-world lessons without having to deal with adult punishment that is associated with it. So I like it.
Absolutely.
So I'm right there with you, John.
There you go.
All right, John Fistolera.
When your kids get to high school. Director
of Development at DECA. If I ever have kids, and if I do,
they're going to be in DECA. At the top of the hour, we told you.